Okay, so now we're going to try and add a bit more of the arrangement in. So got the start of it here. Right, so then it goes into like a little build up. So what we're going to do as well, when we brought the snare part in, didn't we? Yeah, is that it? Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to put the snare in there. So it's not very powerful at all there. So what we'll do is we will select stretch, we'll stretch it. And reset it. That's too much. So then what we'll do is mix it. Let's slide this to a mixer. So this is going to be the snare. Now what we want to do is when it gets down a lot bigger. So we want to add some reverb to it. So that's what we'll do is we'll just highlight that little bit there. And we'll get sounding more crunchier than that, and so what we'll do is we'll add sausage fattener and really push it. And what you want to do is really push it. Bring that down a bit. Yeah. So what we'll do maybe in between there we will add EQ, drums, and really squash it. So the idea is to really squash the whole sound, and then maybe even a limiter. So drag that down, it'll bring them both down together. Yeah, so it's a bit. Well, that'll do. Right, so apologies for that there. I forgot all about that sound there, and it deafened me as well. Follow that down as well. Right, so let's move these sound stuff there. I don't need them just yet. So here. So drag it over there, and then just select them both again by on control and just drag it back, and it'll already highlight that part. So then go and get rid of that. Yep, so we'll do that. Maybe even that as well, look, and maybe even the claps too. Drag the last clap in. Right, so when it kicks back in again, we'll bring in the rides. Let's line that up. Oh, that's stretching it, so it's me being stupid there. Take that off like that. And there's foot rides. Right in, right across. bring the power in again to here. So the rise needs to come down a little bit. Let's do a little bit work to them as well. Let's bring them to here. I'll try to name it right anyway. Right, so let's highlight this. Don't know where that's coming from, but I don't need any of that. Right. It sounds a little bit wishy-washy, well not wishy-washy, I try to explain. So what we'll do is we'll compress them to try and bring a bit of the top of it out and stuff. So let's go to drums, play it. Power obviously needs a bit of work as well. It's a bit dry. So let's add some reverb to that. And let's sort of soundadize that as well, I think. Quite a lot actually. I'll bring the volume of it down. Try that. Top end on there at all, so really EQing it's not going to make a great difference. You can add stuff in, default preset. Maybe a bit of chorus because it's sounding very in the middle. So that's that done. So we've got this synth hit, and I don't know what to do with this really. I was thinking of maybe I suppose you could use it as a reverse sort of synth. I mean that's what mine Garrix does a lot of his sounds, don't he? So what's the last one? D sharp. And what's this in? This is in D. So we'll do, let's mess around with this then. Right, so let's first of all let's reverse it. So it gives you like a reverse sound. And let's using the slip button and then Alt, we'll drag it back to where it ends, like that. Cut, so this is in reverse, and again we'll do that to add it in, and so this is in D, so we've got D sharp. Let's try that. So give it a bit more noise when it's coming in. Let's try that. Okay, so that's fine. So what we'll do is that we'll slide that to a channel. I'll call it sync sound. With that, let's take the bottom off. I'll do it again here. Whoops. There we go. And then make it stay. Oh, right, so let's take the bottom of that off. You don't need bottom on that. And again, we'll add a bit of reverb to it as well. Let's try that. Okay, so that's a basic like that. So what we'll do now is we'll add a bit of a build up here. It's a little bit of build up here, so what we'll do is drag these into it. Just make it bigger. And then let's just drag it into about there. Copy them across, copy them across. That's great, so let's copy them across again. And what this time we'll do is we'll go in again this time. We'll do 4 of those. And then copy them over, and we'll go in. Just change it to just 1 this time. Okay, let's just stick that. Okay, so that's fine, yeah. So what we'll do then as well is, again, we'll highlight this part and we'll add a filter into this. Take away some of the bottom. So free filter, high pass, low pass off, that down a little bit, cut off, and then right click, and with the built-in Fruity processors and stuff, built-in Fruity VSTs and VSTIs, you can right click and create automation clip rather than having to tweak it and then go to the last parameters. Right, so we've got, so let's have a look. So when it back to about there, and then let's have a look, bring that down. Okay, sounds good. So let's add another one in there. Let's add another two in there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to try and do something a little bit fancy. So let's mute the second one. That sounds like. Yes, that's the main one there. So select that one. What we're going to do in this, we're going to go down the bottom to pitch range, and we're going to bring that right up to 24. We're going to highlight this little bit of extra, so bring that right up to 24, and then we're just going to move this knob around, and then we're going to go to browse parameters, pitch bend, right click. Right, so this is going to affect the pitch bend of the actual riff now. So what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in, put a point here. Now, if you look up here, this will show you the percentage that it's at. So it needs to be at 50%, so it's not changing pitch. Now what you can do, you can right click, and if you click hold, it'll hold the first note right across. So you can hit hold to make sure it's spot on. And then what we want to do with this one is want to add another point in here, and then change it back to single curve, bring that right up to the top, reset that by middle clicking it, it'll reset it by, sorry, right clicking will reset it. So let's just bring the curve down like that, bring that curve back up. So let's listen to this. Brilliant, so that's that one done, and we want the same one on this one. Now, when you're working with pitch and automation, it needs to be exactly the same, because if the two pitches are off, they'll clash. So the way to do this is, again, click it up to 24, because that's going to bend 24 semitones up. Move it. Oh. Right click. Pitch bend. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that these two are identical. Now, you can either just sit there and draw it in and make sure, or what you can do is double click, copy state, double click, paste state, and that's copied it in the exact same. So put that back on, put them all on, have a little listen. So that's that basically done. Now, you can be fancy, you can change this, you can have a second breakdown, you can change the riff, you can add an extra synth in there, you can shorten it, you can do what you want, but for the sake of this, I'm just going to copy it over. So select all, hold shift, drag it right over, and that's the two there now, so diagonal them down, that's also what you want, and we're just going to copy the same thing, just to save time. Well, it's about 3 minutes long. What I'm going to do here as well, where's the sub hit? I'm just going to put a sub hit in there. Right, okay. So, right, what you should always be doing, what I've not actually done, what you should always be doing as you're going along is saving, constantly saving. Control, save, control, save. If you're messing around with something, you want to change something around that you don't know if you're going to like, just control, save it, and then do it. Yeah, and if you want to save it, but you want to keep it, you can always save save as a new version, so you've still got the old file to go back to in case you don't like what you're doing. But constantly saving is very important. The number of projects that I've lost through forgetting to save it and then going back in to try and recreate the same project or the same sounds just never sounds the same the second time around. Never. Right, so that's the basic arrangement and stuff laid out there. So what I'm going to do next is look at fixing the levels and maybe a bit of master as well, a bit of full master as well. Okay.